Hey guys, okay, so I misplaced my phone holder for whenever I do videos, so if the height or the angle's a little off, I'm sorry. I need to be sewing right now, but I want to take a break. I just made Diane's gift, well, one of 6. She asked for soup bowl holder or bowl holders that like can be put in microwave, so it was basically completely cotton, special cotton fabric, like special, had to special order it so it was the right color for our kitchen, but it's 100% cotton fabric, batting, thread, all 100% cotton. This way it doesn't catch on fire or melt, and it'll be safe for the microwave and also safe for taking out of the microwave. So hopefully it works. Hopefully she likes them. I just made my first one. It was okay. Not perfect. I mean, but nothing I make is perfect. So there you go. But anyway, I'm taking a break. My cat had decided to run off with one of the parts to my sewing machine, the little thing that keeps the bobbin from the thread from sliding off of the little holder for it at the very top. She took off the little thing right there, so I made one out of duct tape. It's been a night. So anyway, I'm opening December's Boxy Charm box, and so we'll see what we have in here. And I'm not gonna look at the back, but I will say that this is very pretty. It's got the gold. It reminds me more of a New Year's than it does a Christmas, with just the confetti, and it looks like wine glasses. The theme is bubbles and glitz, so hopefully we'll have lots of glittery type of things, which I would like, but this reminds me more of a January than a December, but it's alright. I am not going to complain. Alright, so first thing I see is this orange box. It is a superfood glow priming moisturizer with kombucha, ginger, and prebiotic for brightening, nourishing, and hydrating for all skin types. So let's see. It says where the science of nature meets the science of skin, and it's in a nude tone bottle. That, see, part of me was thinking, you know, more like a mask, but it looks more like a lotion. Let's see what it smells like. Well, it doesn't really have a scent, but it has a tip like what you would see from more of like the primers. And I'm not sure, where's my camera at on here? There it is. As you can see from the top, if it'll go, there we go. It's also a nude color liquid. Once again, no smell, so we'll see how it's later. But from the looks of it, it's more going to be like a lotion-y type of thing. Alright, next up we have a cuticle exfoliator from Butter London Melt Away. Okay, Melt Away is probably going to be the color. It is a Butter London is the brand, Melt Away is the color, but it is a cuticle exfoliator. So that's interesting. Probably going to be pretty useful. My cuticles are always horrendous. I actually attempted to file my nails instead of just cut them, and I got a little too close to the edges themselves because it went up. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to try not to make the mistake again. It was interesting. So anyway, next up we have MAC, a luster lipstick, Rogue à Lavars, probably mispronouncing that, in the color Fresh Brew, so more like a coffee or like a latte color, I guess. Looks kind of like a bullet. And yeah, it's like a very, I don't know if I would say fresh brewed, more like creamed coffee, because the coffee, whenever I brew it, it comes out pretty dark. But let's see what shade we got. It is a very soft, very, very soft lipstick. And it's not extremely opaque. It feels more like a lip butter than it does a lipstick itself. But as you can see, the color is not overly like in your face. So it's more like a nude lipstick than a bold one. This is a Glamnetic Liquid Magnetic Eyeliner. Ooh! Ooh! I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of wanting to try these magnetic lashes. So I've got magnetic lashes and a magnetic liner. I sell Unique, and one of their things is how the mascara makes your lashes pop. I do like that. I really suck at putting on lashes, but I have been curious to know how the magnetic ones would work, and so this is going to be an opportunity to do that. And so let's see if all the like Instagram stories and Facebook stories I just like pop on regardless of where it's at actually work, because I'm curious. Okay, so it comes in a little brush, so that's cool. Ooh, that was pretty easy to handle. I like that. And as you can see, it is extremely vibrant, or rather bold. Not vibrant, it's not vibrant, it's bold. It's a very bold line. Don't have to, it was just one quick streak, so didn't have to worry about that. Alright, so here's the lashes. So, okay. So it looks like the lashes themselves have these little dots, which I'm guessing is where the magnets are. Instead of it just being flat, there's a bit of a texture. If my phone will cooperate with me, there's a little bit of a texture for the line part. Alright, so let's see if it has the whole zapping right to them. Alright, well, it is staying on my hand, so it wasn't like a like what it looks like on all of the things, but it's staying on really well, as you can tell. I have an eyelash on my hand. I guess I could put it up like that. So there's my eye. There's my eye. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so one thing I am noting is that the lash itself seems to be following more of the curvature of the lash itself instead of the top part. Let me see if I can get it to follow. Okay, well, it looks more like the magnets themselves are, instead of following the line of the liner, like this one's a little bit low, it's following the curve of the lash. So if you wanted to put these in other spots, I don't know that it would work. Alright, and this also illustrates the fact that it has dents to where the magnetic parts are, because it took off parts of the liner rather than just coming off easy. So, I mean, it still came off pretty easy, but it wasn't like completely free. It actually does bring up some of the liner itself, so these will probably need to be cleaned to get the liner off of them between uses. But all in all, I am looking forward to using them because I have been extremely curious since I've seen them on Instagram, Facebook, etc. I don't know if my friends have used them. I have not heard anything about them to know if they're any good or not. So this will be an interesting experiment for me because, like I said, I've been curious. Alright, and last but not least, we have the palette. This is a very classy looking red. It's just plain, there's no box, it just came like this. It is Caliente Artist Couture. I don't know. Okay, this is not the colors I was expecting, but here's where we're getting our glitter in. We're getting it with this color. Okay, so the colors on the front, the names of the colors are on the back. And so we have, oh boy, these names are going to be difficult. We have Margarita, which makes sense, I suppose. All right, so it's like a yellowy color. It's fairly pigmented. It's not in your face. Also doesn't smell. Some of the stuff smells like Too Faced has a chocolate bar one that smells. All right, this next one is Vibrous. So it looks like a peachy coral color. Next we have Fuego. And I don't know why I wouldn't have expected the pinks and the yellows. This I would have expected more of a reds or neutrals, something. I don't want to say yellow and peachy isn't a classy color, but it's not a traditionally classy color, if that makes any sense. Okay, and then we have Cultura, and that's our goldy color, gold. And it's showing more of an orange than a gold on as the pigment itself. So it's definitely a different shade from inside of the pan than it is on the skin. Because like I would have expected it to be more gold than a copperish color. Alright, so let's get rid of some of my colors. And then we have Sensual, what the heck? I would have expected that to be going more of a reds, but I guess it is kind of red. It's like a red gold color. All right, then we have Mamacita. And that one is about as orangey as I was expecting from the pan. It does not have a lot of pigment. It does lose its glitter about partway through. This is not an overly pigmented palette. I'm a little disappointed with that. Alright, next up we have Brio. That's this dark reddish color. Once again, I don't know if y'all can see that very well, but the pigment is like got a small streak in the middle, and then it left more on my finger than it did transferring. And even then, I don't know how well, it doesn't look like it's blending up any. It looks so, instead of it being a building color, it's more of a blending out than a build. It reminds me more of a child's lipstick color than an actual deep pink, which I guess kid lipstick colors can be pink, but I don't know, I'm a little bit disappointed with this. And this last one is Roomba. Alright, so that's the palette right there. The color choices are intriguing for the type of container that it is. Like I said, I expected it to be very classy with just how simple it is, but I guess simple doesn't always mean classy. I mean, to me, whenever I think of classy, I do think of symbols, you know, like your basic blacks and stuff like that. But I was a little disappointed with how, like, the yellow practically disappeared partway through. Each of the colors themselves have the dot where I first put it on, but as I drug it, like, I still had some remnants of the last one on there, it left. And I know that a lot of ones will do that, but it's not super uncommon for really good palettes to have their pigments stay the entire time. So this one, I mean, a lot of the palettes that I do use more for fun than I do for serious ones. I don't know if any of these colors are going to be useful to me, especially because even with the fun colors, like, you know, the yellow and then the 2 glitters, they didn't exactly give that boldness that I'd be expecting for something like that. All right, so that palette was $30. I cannot say that that is, I don't know that I would pay that much for that quality. I'm highly disappointed with that. All right, next, the Glamnetic with the lashes and the liner are $63, which is once again a reason why I haven't tried them up till now. They are expensive. Apparently they are 100% vegan synthetic fibers. And let's see. Okay, and apparently with that, going back to that palette, it's supposed to be very vibrant and designed to be very wearable and colorful. I think they failed. Alright, so anyway, the Glamnetics was, like I said, $63, and the priming moisturizer, it's supposed to, let's see, lightweight, multi-use formula leaves skin hydrated, blurring the look of imperfections, wear it as a primer underneath makeup or as a highlighter to enhance skin's radiance. Okay, so it's more of a primer itself, like what, okay, good to know, because priming moisturizer doesn't necessarily mean primer. I guess technically it's got priming in the name, but I know that there are some lotions that you put on ahead of time. Alright, so the lipstick was $19. It's supposed to be a sheer, medium, and buildable. Okay, so it's supposed to be the sheer. And then the cuticle exfoliator is $18. So all in all, I think you get your money's worth for sure, especially with the Glamnetics, that more than paid for the box. Just because of how expensive they are. I would say that's probably, the Glamnetics is probably my favorite item. This palette was the most disappointing. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll use it more than I think I will. Doubtful, but maybe. So anyway, I'm gonna go get back to sewing. I hope y'all have a great day, night, whatever, whenever you're watching this. It's almost Christmas, and so I'm gonna go take up 2 days that I have to get ready, finish all of my shopping, because I'm not done shopping / making, whatever. So y'all have a good one. Bye.